Well, Saturday marks 55 years since Neil Armstrong became the first man to step foot on the moon. I had a chance to sit down with a retired Lafayette rocket engineer who had a small part in helping the Apollo 11 crew make history that day. Here's a story you'll only see on News 15.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
As the Saturn V rocket blasted off into the Earth's atmosphere from Florida, nearly 1 billion people worldwide watched history in the making. Ted Breaux also watched to see if all his hard work had paid off.
And I think it was late evening or early hours of the morning here on Earth. I took photographs of our television. I think they came out in green and white. We use this to do all of our calculations, and then with a pencil and paper also. But that was our desktop computer.
Breaux worked for Boeing and was one of 6,000 engineers who helped build the first stage of the Saturn V rocket at the Michoud Assembly Center in New Orleans East. He says the technology they used in 1969 to build the rocket was very primitive compared to today's standard.
We used slide rules and electric calculators. We didn't even have any handheld electronic calculators. They weren't invented yet.
Now, the Saturn V rocket was 363 feet tall and 33 feet in diameter. Breaux says there's a good reason why it was so massive.
Literally, it was all liquid fueled, because we didn't have solid rockets at that time, which was used by the Challenger and stuff. And you can get a lot more thrust from a solid rocket per pound than you can with liquid.
We copy you down, Eagle. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
It's been over 50 years since history was made on the moon, and Breaux says he now looks back and reflects on the small part he had in this colossal accomplishment.
At the time, it was a job, and we all tried to do the best we could at the job we had beforehand. And it turned out to be somewhat historic, and that first man on the moon was really something.
And that it was. Breaux's name is at an Apollo 11 exhibit at the Smithsonian Institute up in Washington, D.C. It's also inside some of the capsules that the Apollo 11 crew left on the moon.